Hello, quantum community. I welcome you today to our Divine Feminine Immersion Authentic Conversations. And today we'll be joined by my tri-leads, Patsy, Balacchi, and Karla Perez. So stand by just a moment while I bring these beautiful, wise women. Welcome, quantum community. It's such a delight to be here with you all today, and especially with my tri-leads, Patsy Balacchi and Karla Perez, in these weekly authentic conversations. And we've been talking a lot about the Continuum immersion, 3 paths to self-mastery. And those 3 paths are clear to create, shift to expand, and energize to strengthen. And these are the core pathways of our modality that we have co-created together, and that we have prepared a beautiful retreat program for all of you, those of you that have joined, those of you that are coming, those of you that are bringing your besties to come and join us. We welcome you to this beautiful program. And so as we've been discussing some of the aspects of the retreat at the Art of Living Center, which, if you've heard of the Art of Living in Boone, North Carolina, it is a world-class venue and a beautiful Ayurvedic spa and facility with vegetarian cuisine from their own garden in over 350 acres of beautiful nature nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And they have an incredible labyrinth. We prepared a beautiful labyrinth ceremony and a fire ceremony for transmuting what we no longer need, what no longer serves us, so we can clear to create the new experiences that we long to in our lives, right? To create those lives that we were born to live, because we were all born with the blueprint for infinite abundance. And so one of the things that we want to share in today's conversation are some of those takeaways from the retreat program. Because I don't know about you, but how many of us have been to a program before, a retreat, a conference, a different type of experience where you have an incredible experience while you're there. And then you leave, and as we all do, after we've come into a state of expansion, we move into contraction. And then we say, well, how do I get back that feeling that I had at the retreat? And even more than that, how do I take those ideas that were inspired within me in that immersive experience and take them home to create actionable change in my life? And so this is one of the, I think, differentiating aspects to our retreat program, in the takeaways for your transformation that you will bring home are going to create the actionable steps in a very clear way with what we're calling the quantum immersion map. Take your transformation home. And when you can map out a very clear step-by-step practice that you commit to. So you create your practice, you commit to it, and that becomes a stepping stone of more and more experiences that continue to elevate not only your vantage point of magnetic experience in life, but the joyful creation that comes from being in a place of flow, that comes from being in a place of alignment. And one of the things that I'm excited to share with you all in this quantum immersion map are these quick mini alignments, frequency alignments that you can use throughout the day to shift your energy, to align your frequency, and to open your mind, your heart, and your soul to the synchronistic events and experiences that just unfold the natural expression of your highest self. So I can't wait to share these with you. And even more than that, I can't wait for Patsy and Karla to share with you some of their takeaways that they're going to be offering in our co-creative immersion. Patsy, can I pass it to you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely wonderful. I love how you put everything together so succinctly and kind of giving that idea already. I'm energized already of thinking, how can I implement a better aspect of myself right now? today in this present moment, because it's all about nurturing within to do outside of this eternal bodily realm, I would say. My take is presenting and sharing ideas on how we can amplify that energy, harmonize that energy from within, so we can project that out into our inner environment, into our outer space, that be in the home, right? Many of us are working from home now, so there will be also tools and practices on how we can harmonize that energy and really create those synergistic boundaries, right? So you have your bedroom set for nurturing, balancing, and creating that sanctuary for healing and rest. Then you have another sanctuary where you create your career. You're amplifying that success and finance department in your life. And of course, you have the kitchen, right? It's all about harmonizing with family. It's about creating abundance. So if we start thinking about how we compartmentalize our life, but how we can magnetize that as well, it's really wonderful to see in practical terms, right? It's demystifying what feng shui is. It's bringing more biophilia into our environments, working with harmony, working with nature, working with the natural elements. The takeaway will be on how to actually bring that back into your space. So every single part of your home is fruitful, it's healthy. And that is my biggest takeaway, because to me, your health is your wealth. You can't really do much if you're feeling out of sorts, if you don't have the physical energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy, and of course the spiritual. And that will be the takeaway that I'm so excited to present to our participants and just share some more as we're getting closer to the retreat. You know, we have exactly 2 months from now. Can't wait to see you all there. Now I'm passing it on to Karli so she can share some of her takeaways about mindfulness and nutrition and body enhancement, physical enhancement.
Thank you, Patsy. Well, yes, absolutely. I love how we all work in the same, we're all in sync with what we're doing for our guests that are coming. So Adora talked about, taking the steps, each and every step. What can we commit to take a step after the retreat? Because that's the important part. We're all going to be up in cloud 9 when we're in the retreat. But when you go home, like she said, there's that contraction. You go back into your routines, you get back into the daily habits, and it's very easy to fall back into those patterns that you try to leave behind at the retreat. So one of the takeaways is in our workbook, one of the programs that I'll be talking about is what you want to work on. This wheel, this diagram, it's going to have different categories. Okay, so when we start the program, you're going to see there's an integrative way for you to see which of these categories you would like to work on. So the takeaway, you take one of these, we work exercise at the retreat, and then you take this home with some questions and some actions for you to practice continuously at home so that you maintain those steps, so that you keep taking, progressing. Okay, so now you work through that one category, you can move on to the other category that you want to work on. And it's a constant process. I mean, that's what life is, so we balance something and then we lost track of this something, so now we got to pay attention to that. And that's okay. It's beautiful. It's a part of life. It's what we learn, what we're here to learn. So part of what I want for you to take away is that these exercises and how you practical. The key word here is practical. Okay, it's in layman's terms. It's something that everybody can do. You read it and it's direct. Do this to get that. Easy as pie. And then you're going to take home some nutritional tips as well that we will be talking about, but I'm going to save those for later because I can't give it all up right now. You have to come to find out. So those are my tips for today, what our guests will take away. I'm looking so forward to meeting everyone and seeing you all there.
I love that, ladies. Such beautiful contributions. I think one of the most important things to remember is that not only in each day, not only sometimes in each segment, an hour, or just a few minutes of time, we move through the phases of clear to create, shift to expand, and energize to strengthen, right? And so we can do that. We can apply these core principles of self-mastery to each pathway of change that we want to see in our lives, because we know that there's something better. We know that there is something more for us to experience, to be, to become, to embody, to emanate, and to create through our interactions, not only in relationship with ourselves, but in relationship with each other. And when we come together in sacred community, we remember the power of healing and the momentum that creates in community with one another, right? We open, we become more vulnerable, we let people in. And that is going to be one of the most blessed experiences of this retreat in October. And we cannot wait to see you there. We have a world-class program prepared for you. Bring your besties, bring your allies, bring those in your sacred community, and we will rise together. So visit us at divinefeminineretreats.org. And know that you can capitalize on the 10% off promotion and start to make your plans. We can't wait to see you there. Until next week.
Beautifully said.
Many
Thank
blessings.
you. See you next week.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.